You've been at ESPN now for 8 months.
Yeah.
What's your personal stamp that people can see at ESPN?
So I'll just go back to those core priorities, those four. First off, I'd say I don't like to look at it as my stamp. I like to look at it as our stamp, and that goes back to the culture question. Very much focused on this culture of we, not my. One of the great things about ESPN, and this goes back to George. You'll never hear George up here saying, my team or my P&L. It's all about us. And so it's my job, it's our job as leaders to create that culture and not just talk about it, but practice it. And so I'd start with that. But more substantive is those four priorities. And so direct to consumer is number one. Obviously, things are going well. You've all heard that we've crossed 1 million subscribers. We take a lot of pride in that. From a product perspective, ESPN Plus and the ESPN app, all going very well. I've seen the roadmap. I've spent a lot of time with our tech team. I couldn't be more pleased as to what's coming in terms of the slate. On the content side, we've closed some really strong deals that are moving the needle for us. So we are off and running on direct-to-consumer and ESPN Plus. Expanding our audience, really important that we appeal to a younger demographic. That's a priority, and we're doing a lot in that department, whether it's on the content side, again, ESPN Plus, miking players, doing more in terms of social media, making sure that the ESPN brand is not just relevant on air or on our owned and operated platforms, but also on these social platforms that everyone is consuming content on. Innovation. So innovation is not just ones and zeros. Innovation, is relevant on the sales side, it's relevant on the marketing side, and it's relevant on the content side. And so we've really been pushing the team to start to think about how we can create content that speaks to that next generation, that younger generation. And again, we've done a great job here, especially for ESPN Plus, and there are many examples there, but I think the best example is Detail with Kobe Bryant and Granity Studios. And so for those of you that don't know, Kobe will basically break down an NBA game and give his perspective and give his advice to players. It's resonated really well. Players love it, and our audience loves it. And so we are going to extend and expand Detail. And so today we are announcing that we are moving forward with Kobe on season 2, more basketball for the NBA season. And we are this morning announcing that we, when I say we, meaning ESPN, Kobe, and Granity, are partnering with Peyton Manning and NFL Films to expand Detail into football. And so Peyton will break down NFL games week after week for 8 episodes. And we couldn't be more excited about that. So, and then after football, we are in active discussions right now and considering the UFC. We just closed the deal with the UFC for linear and for ESPN Plus, and we're super excited to expand that partnership potentially into original content and Detail. So that announcement will hit this morning.
Oh.